what's going on? You're here for the tweet. It's showing you offline. This is my commitment. Well, I'm reading your comment. I don't know if you can see me yet because I think it takes a moment before Twitch grabs the signal and pushes it out all the way to Malibu, California. And my man Rubes, it went live as he hit it. Oh, that was, dude, freaking cool timing. I agree with you. Yes, 5 games, that's about right. Hopefully, I saw Wags subtweeting as I was getting home that they, he might appeal and get fewer games, but I think they should leave it at 5. Players Association probably doesn't. I mean, I know they always want to defend the players, but yeah, smacking a guy around or grabbing a fan, not the best stuff. Yeah, always trolling. If he's not trolling, he's not trying. What the heck is this lineup that they try to slip in here on me? Is it a new portion of the event? No. Why is it giving me a Garbo lineup? Sneaky snakes. They took out my my Trout card. Is Trout not eligible now? Like, what is going on here? Alright. Max Team 99. Live series. Milestone. Charisma. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it could be. Yep. Yeah, it definitely could be. But yeah, that's not your point. Yeah, 5 games seemed about right. Alright, they moved Trout to the bench. That's why I can't find him. I want Shohei as a pitcher. They can. That's weird. One thing that they fixed last year, which was a nice quality of life addition, was event lineup save, and they don't reset every single time. But this time, got out there, and they took away my Androlis Chapman and my Munoz and different cards. So, kind of scrambling here. Oh, it doesn't matter what hand they bat. Oh, was there a little patch? Is that what's happening? Or maybe there's one coming. I didn't sleep great, slept in a little, and then had to go do the taxes and got into the old honeydew situation. Apparently Carlos Correa is the only shortstop in the world. That's weird. Okay, I had the throw hand thing still on there. All right. J-Ram wouldn't be terrible. Oh, we have the supercharge guys. O'Neal Cruz, yeah. Third base. Supercharge me to Will Smith. My memory isn't super sharp. Like I wish I remembered where everybody was and position wise and that type of thing. I don't remember who was catching for me. Oh yeah, Adley, supercharged Adley. But yeah, that's just kind of. I mean, it's not a literally unplayable thing, but I know you've had some jokes, here and there. But you're also making your point about like little glitches and this and that. Yeah, there's a share of them. Is Duvall the move? Oh, Bichette sucks. Well, I mean he doesn't suck, but I don't hit well with Bichette. Let me go over here. I don't know if I have Duvall. Let's see. Nemo. What's Renfroe looking like? Does he have big power? Kind of mid. I could use a left-handed supercharge. Oh, got it today. Right on. Hey, what's up, Bemis? Are you almost done, Wags? We were just talking about you. Your ears must have been ringing. Are you almost done with BR? I don't think I have Nemo because I've been working on all the... Shoot, I've been working on all the American League. Trace Thompson. Let's get Clay's brother. Hey, what's up, Chaos? How are you doing? All right, let's try a lefty hitter. Let's see if there's one in there. Alvarez would be okay if we have to. 70-ish. Shoot, I don't think I have him. Because we would see that supercharged thing. We'll just use Alvarez, I guess. So yeah, golf game's almost here, right? I think the golf game you can play the trial on Xbox for those that have Xbox. Question is there a way to see other players' game history? Yeah, you can. I don't remember really how you do it. Yeah, same here. I'm not on Xbox, but it's kind of cool for the Xbox buddies to get in there and try it out. Um, I don't really know how you go and check somebody else's history. I know you can check it off the Show Nation website, BMS. As far as in the console, I don't know. Matthew Sauce Boss, how's the Sauce Boss today? So sorry for getting home so late, but it just took a while. So I don't know. Show game log. I think there's a way to go and check their stuff from here, but I don't know for sure. But if you go and check your game log, like the game log on the website, then you can click on the player and go and look all that stuff up. Yeah, you should be able to look them up by their gamer tag or PSN, etc. Rubes was first one in, so Rubes gets the first shout out. That's how this works. Then it was Wags, then it was Chaos, priority to the moderators that built this stream, and then Sauce Boss, I think you stream, right? A little bit. At least you have in the past. And then we got the B-Miz coming in. All right. Oh, come on, shout out, come in. It's going to be all caught up there. There we go. The show 22. That's old school. Old school cool. I don't know, buddy. You're going to have to click around a little bit. Probably under your like player card thing. I don't know it like the back of my hand, B-Miz. I'm sorry. I wish I had like the direct answer, but I know it's there. Like I know like I could go look up like if Wags has won a bunch of games or whatever. Especially if I've played him, it's kind of easy to navigate it that way. Yeah, silly shout out. Yankees and the Phillies. That one's in New York, huh? That's an interesting deal. Phillies, I believe, lost their first 3. And now they got to go play the Bronx Bombers. If there's any games that you guys are watching, tell me. I'll flip it on and watch it with you. Only be here for a couple hours today. We got the championship. I hope San Diego wins. And I hope they win big. Oh, this guy's got a Tawny in his lineup. Hey, it's the 33-inch Woody. Look at those uniforms. Those uniforms are on point. Listening in the car, headed to the brother's house. Big game at 9. If San Diego wins, you win the pool. No thanks to Purdue. Ahem, ahem. Let's go San Diego. Rubes, have you spent much time in San Diego? Or do you avoid it? You may not have much reason to go down there. I kind of wonder how that is. Like, if you live in San Diego, do you go up to LA and vice versa? I guess you do if you have business and stuff. Or you want to go check out, amusement park or something that the other city has. Oh, Oregano. What's up, buddy? All right, we need an Oregano hair emote like that. Oregano's got the locks going. Asked Oregano who has better hair, him or Brinson TV. Oregano said he's got the better hair. Alright, hold on. Trying to shout out and do it at the same time. Oh, come on. It's not even letting me pause. I was trying to pause between bitches. I'm going to shout out Oregano here in a second. Alright, we got the knock. Oh, we're doing good. What's up, Bobays? There's a name I haven't seen in a month of Sundays, right? You found it. Oh, perfect. I'm sorry. I wish I could have told you like, hey, it's XYZ, do this and you'll see it perfectly, but the internet just dropped out. Oh, now I was asking you an important question to you. All right, hopefully the powers that be are ready for this question to leave my lips and go to the angel that is Rube's ears. Rubes, do you go to San Diego often? Because you were saying about your bracket and stuff. I'm going somewhere with this. Not anywhere particularly interesting, but I am going somewhere. There's a reason I'm asking about San Diego. You stay classy, San Diego. That was the last of Reeb's internet connection right there. He'll never be able to answer. Used to visit your friend. You like it. It's very chill city. I hate this case. Lake Kick. Went to the Syracuse game. They played on a battleship in San Diego a few years ago. Have you ever been on the campus there? Because it's a really cool campus, and I've actually been there a couple times. Where like I've never set foot on like USC's campus or anything. Oh, that was bad. I hate Urias' swing. San Diego Studios, the show. Oh, flick of the wrist. Flick, I was hoping the A's were gonna sweep the Angels. We may have had our best day on day one, Flick. It might be all downhill from there. We may never win again. Since except maybe UCLA. Okay, yeah, it just kind of was a cool experience. And then I remember Tony Gwynn was coaching the the collegiate team before he passed away and stuff too. Yeah, it's just a nice area down there. I think it would be like an awesome experience to be a student in San Diego, and yeah, it's kind of thinking like they've got to just be cloud nine for tonight's game. Don't know if they're going to be cloud nine after the game, but it's still a big deal just to get there. Knew it was going to happen. Always squeaked the first game somehow. Yeah, I was having fun with the Shohei photoshops, but oh, Tippis, get out of here. No, don't get out of here, Tippis. But hey, we'll go after Jose Ramirez if we can take one away from the Guardians, and then I'll just go down the depth chart from there. Oh, I left that hanging. Cardinals Braves. Shoot, it probably depends on the pitching matchup. I think the Braves are the better team between the two of them. I mean, baseball's always a bit of a crapshoot, for sure. Really fun city. Can only imagine what it's like to go to college. Yeah, I've only been a few times, but I think it's just like an awesome place to be. If I had buku bucks, San Diego would be like right up at the top of the list of places to live. So Jake, how are you doing? Jake, you ready for the new golf game? Are you getting the new golf game? Throw 50 on the Donnie lock? Shoot. Go Braves will be my pick. I think the Cardinals might get into the playoffs, but I think the Braves are pretty close to a lock. That NL East has got some good teams. Mets are good too. It's going to go to Mittner. Header, circle change, forcing. Good day, mate. Hey, what's up, Coach Locke? Coach Locke, are your Braves winning tonight? Or are they going to get beat by the Cardinals? Chaos is asking me for some tipping advice here. And he doesn't mean a gratuity when we're talking to him. He means a little sports bet. Touch underneath it. Oh, of course, buddy. Yeah, I hope you got some followers and some more discoverability. I think I have a somewhat heavy lurk community. You know, people come in, leave me on in the background because I'm not real loud. Hopefully they can enjoy the stream while they're, you know, grinding the game or going through their workday or whatever the case might be. Any reason that people tune in. But yeah, I hope a lot of them hung around and enjoyed what you were doing. And yeah, we'll try to get you again out in the future too. Oh, Fatso Castro, what's up, buddy? Fatso Castro. He told me, hey, I don't want moderator. I don't like dealing with the drama. I don't want the smoke of being a moderator. And then yesterday I raid. And who's in there as a moderator? Fatso Castro. And he timed me out. What's up, where the cash? You know, all right, let's do it. And then if you ever wanted, you know, VIP it, that's fine. But dude, you've done so much for the stream. It's like, yeah, you should have some influence to do what you feel like you need to do in chat. And if people start bugging you in whispers or something, then yeah, screw it. Where the cash? You like the Braves, right? Braves are winning tonight, yeah? You need to look at the pictures. I'm looking for somebody to confirm this this tip for Chaos. So that way, if I'm wrong, I can be like, hey, the Braves fans told us to go for Atlanta too. How's the weather where everybody is? It's just getting a little bit like springtime here. Not real hot. I think the weekend's supposed to just start breaking 80, which is okay. I'm happy with 60s and 70s, honestly, but we've had a ton of rains and stuff. Still warm for chaos. He's on the other side of this awesome planet for now. One day we're going to do the IRL. Get together. I know Jake and the buddies out in the UK were melting last year for a while. Cooler at night. Yeah, cooler at night's like the key. Now you can settle down and sleep. Hot in the daytime, live with it. As long as it's not like 115 nonsense. I try. Excuse me. Every time I laugh, I still cough. I tried to mod Fatsocaster like 3 months ago. Now I'm ready for him to start going crazy with timing people out, ad comms. Yeah. Sword. That's a cool pig, this bird. I think it's a pig. Oh, creases up. Excited you can... Oh, yes you can. Yeah. We can send him to the... Well, you guys can send him to the penalty box. I never time out a mod unless it's Tippus giving me a hard time yesterday. Tippus was going crazy. I had Tippus and Mike going off. GT was the only Angel fan that conducted himself in class yesterday. And that's why he is GT legit. He's legit. He didn't take his cues from Rendon and start trying to punch Ace fans. Got a movie question. I have one too. I just don't want to bombard Rubes too much. Something I hadn't heard of before. He didn't try to punch him, he either tried to slap him or knock his hand off. He had an open hand. Sir, tell that to the judge. Was there ever a time when an actor carried a not so good script or screenplay, and if so, who? I'm thinking, although this is directed to Rubes. Hollywood Rubes. I guess we face the lefty and then go to the right. I hope I don't get walked off. I should have took batting practice again. Did that yesterday too, but I mean I only had a couple hours, so I didn't want to mess around today. Kind of tough answer. Raul Julia is the only thing worth watching in the Street Fighter movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Oh, Tip is coming in saying, hey, I'm Hollywood too. At least I'm in the Los Angeles area. There was a Reddit thread last night when I was falling asleep. A lot of times I'll look at Ask Reddit just to read some nonsense and people's comments to get tired when I'm settling down. And it said, like, how do you know a film is going to be bad? Like, what's the first sign of how a film's going to be bad or something? And they said if it's credited to, I think I want to say it was like Alan Smithy or something. And I guess it was like a generic name people used when they didn't want to have their name attached to certain projects. But I may be getting the name wrong now. If I need to, I could look it up. But yeah, I was going to ask Rubes about that. Then I feel like I don't want to ask Rubes too many questions because he's going to get tired of me asking too much inside Hollywood stuff. Oh yeah, are the Braves winning today? Because I told Chaos to bet Braves. He asked me who's winning between the Braves and whoever they're playing. Excuse me. Oh, Braves and Cardinals, I think. Not sure about the student and never heard. Okay, let me see. Hopefully I can pull that up. I'll try to do it between games. Not that it's a big thing, but like there was a bunch of comments underneath it too. So I was like, I've never heard of that, but I bet you read some. Morton versus who? Gamers, oh, did it get there? Awesome. Now I hope everything's in good. Yeah. They sent you a cookie, or you just got a cookie? Yeah, I like Morton. Not watched a new movie in a while. You gonna check out the Super Mario Brother movie? I was gonna say Superman movie. How to catch myself? Snack. Oh yeah, the snacks are supposed to be like when you're gaming, so you eat something somewhat healthy and it maintains your blood sugar level and all that cool stuff. They haven't sent me any as a creator yet, but I hope they do. We'd like to check them out. On the Road, our 120 favorite. Yeah, I like it. I like the base of it. Let's go Braves. Dude, the 90s one was like a fever dream, Pato Castro. That movie was just wild. Don't know much about Woodford. Is he good? I don't know a lot about him either, but I know Morton's like a solid pitcher. That's true. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of video game movies. I know there was the one with Fred Savage, but that was prior to that. I think that was like just a complete marketing movie. The Wizard or whatever it was. Alright, I got a minute. Let me see if I can pull this up on Reddit. And then I might have to find it. First I gotta find the thread. Let's see. Hopefully it's still on the front page. Alright, first sign movie's gonna be bad. I did find the thread. Let me just scroll a bit and then try to keyword search. I could have sworn it was Alan something. Alright, here we go. Shoot. I feel like there's a way to grab that actual link. But yeah, directing credit goes to Alan Smithy. Or maybe it's Smythe, I don't know. If Rubes doesn't know, then like, who knows, maybe it's just a Reddit meme. That has almost 7,000 upvotes. Braves, probably a good bet with Morton pitching. I'm in on Atlanta. Chaos is good. Jim Carrey rewrote Ace Ventura to gear towards his performance again. Not totally answer your question, but his performance carries a very neat script. Oh, that's bugging. Well, and you don't score a run for 4 innings. You deserve the win. Credit to my opponent. He made the move. He got Shohei out of there and he blasted it. Anyways, he started blasting. We'll take the L. Because what else are we going to do? We can't not take the L. But hey, it's a win stream and we got that Reddit question to Rubes. I don't think my question is going to exceed Fatso Castro's, but Fatso Castro jogged my memory having a Rubes question. Hey, we got a choice boss. And we got Sauce Boss in the chat. Who goes for the most stubs? Looks like it's Lindor. We're going to take Lindor and sell him. That's what we're going to do. Sorry, Francisco. Alright, so he's going to be in the Mets subset thing. Yeah, I'm trying to think of another comedian in that era that could have done a good job as, like, Ace Ventura. Early 90s. I don't know, like Robin Williams or something would have... I think the whole film would have felt completely different. Adam Sandler was a bit later. I feel like when he started getting films, maybe like Chris Farley or something, but I don't know. I don't think it would have been nearly to that one. Yeah, I mean, it would have. I think it would have felt way different though if he would have done it though. Especially how Rubes is saying like Jim Carrey got to like rewrite it to his strengths. I had a bunch of orders in yesterday too. Let's see if those have hit. We're really close to McGuire. Maybe missing a card here and there. Pick up Newhouser. I hope there's like a captain event later to use all these cards. Thought I had all the orders in. On the app, it doesn't let you get all the way down to the commons, which is annoying. So I'll need to put those in on the console for some of these. Got 30 Yankees. Different level comedic geniuses. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like comedies from the era too. And it's like, yeah, it's hard to envision anybody else playing that role. Just rewatched The Mask the other day too. He was really good in that. Tough loss last night. Fun to bully the Timberwolves fan friends. Dude, they shot terribly. When you got the Nuggets in front of you with no Jokic, like that's your opportunity. Pretty much, I think, need to win out if they're going to fade the play-in. Justin, I guess 2-1 can still get them in there, but yeah, Warriors are not doing themselves any favor. Sounds like Wiggins is about to get back in there, but man, it's late. It's late in the day to get Wiggins back. If they hit the play-in, I think they could be out of there real fast. I should take BP the way I'm swinging, but streams are for fun. We're here to have fun today. Tomorrow, unfortunately, I have jury duty. I got to postpone it twice. I think you're only supposed to get to postpone it once. But we had flooding and stuff, so they let me get a second postpone. So I don't know what's going to happen with stream. I hope it's just like I call in tonight. Hey, we don't need you. Go about your day, Daniel Freak. Fact, we're sorry for even bothering you, but I doubt that'll happen. So stream's gonna just be kind of TBD, unfortunately. And one annoying thing with the jury duty, at least around here, is like, oh, we don't need you to come in Tuesday, but we need you to be free Wednesday, so call back tomorrow night. It's like, yeah, that's really fun to plan my life around you guys jerking me around. Yeah, Wiggins is good. I mean, I think they don't get close to the championship without Wiggins last year. However, he hasn't played basketball for, what, 22 games? So I can't expect him to just come in and be the man. Call in for a week in LA. Postpone yours till the week of the 4th. Hey. Hopefully that'll work out for you. I like that move. I always postpone it because then they can't call you back as fast. Here in my county, they can call you once a year. But if you postpone it, then it's every 15 months. And if you can get a double postpone, then it's every 18 months. So glad I never have to. One good thing about being an idiot when you were younger. Oh, man, it was close. Close doesn't get me a solo shot, though. I don't think I meant to shout out Flick. I think in my brain I was shouting out Flick. There's Flick with the risk. Started talking about the A's. May have forgot. Sounds like my in-laws are leaving. The front living room is like the wall behind me. Oh, speaking of stuff I forgot to do, I need to get the March buddies down too. But I hear my daughter being loud. But yeah, Flick's he's awesome. 2K, FIFA, MLB, plays them all. A bit of Call of Duty and stuff too from time to time. Tampa got the score. They're taking it to the Nats at the moment. I'm playing the San Francisco Druggies. That's kind of not cool. And then he's got like heroin and crap. So yeah, he's, I don't know. I don't know if I should report him. It doesn't seem like it belongs in a game for kids to me. I haven't seen any breasts or any eggplants or any of that stuff so far this year. I was really concerned with the addition of what I've been calling the African American League. We're going to see a lot of racist stuff too. So far it's been okay. Got to start grinding the second account. thought that was gonna be a double play ball. So a couple of just, you know, balls that had eyes, and he's quickly got 2 on with nobody out. Alright, let's see what we can get here. Yeah, I mean, if he's gonna free swing, I shouldn't be throwing strikes in the zone. Shame on Donnie. That have balls that have eyes. Isn't there one like The Hills Have Eyes, a movie or something like that? The balls have eyes. Here's Lars Newtbar stepping in. Lowers inhibitions, definitely keep throwing out of the zone until he shows his goal in the take. Hey, it's all good. Sorry for backseat asking you a million questions when that's your work and you're probably just here to relax. But your work's interesting. It's just like, hey, Reeves is here. Let's ask him. Let's ask him what he thinks. Donnie Dimes. Oh, that was a good trick. Alright, Shohei's getting low bar here. Go left hand. Wait a minute, Rubes. How do you know drugs lower inhibitions? Well, that was a sloppy, slow play there. Oh, it's good. What's up? Just messing around GT on event because I don't really have much else to do for online head-to-head play. I hope it just pulls Ricky into the jump animation. It does. Paid attention in there. Oh, what's up, Bo Diggity? Bit Diggity.
It looks like he's going to burn a flag, and Rick Monday runs and takes it away from him.
It was supposed to be a
Monday, I think a guy was going to set fire to the American flag. Can you imagine that?
I don't know. I mean, it's better than not having them for sure, but I hope the fans aren't expecting too much for a guy that hasn't played for ages now. Hey, Dilly Tune. What's up, Dilly Tune? Stand out of the way. Yeah, my buddy Justin here, he's a lot more of an optimist than I am with regards to the Warriors this year. I'm usually a pretty optimistic fan, but it's been a weird year. We are grinding. But Bodigi, I saw you #1 on somebody's bit list this week. Last night when I was checking out some streams. That could be another nickname for you. Because somebody, your friend came in and said, oh, I'm friends with Bodog. I was like, oh yeah, he doesn't go by Bodog anymore. It could be like your shtick to get people to cheer bits in your stream too. Let me shout out Bo Diggity, Dilly Tune, Dilly. It's almost golf time. God, I'm swinging terribly. If I get shut out in this game, I'm gonna take batting practice. Sorry to put you guys through 5 minutes of me doing it, but sometimes I just don't swing fast enough. I just look at the ball too long. If I don't do it, yeah, Masters is almost here. The Masters game and the actual tournament. I felt like that was a slider or something. It's amazing. Have you been enjoying it already? I think the beta testing's out, right? Nice win against United. Go Mariners. Early access. Oh, that's a cool emote. Fatso Castro always has a good mix. Full release is this week. And we're gonna start with the stupidity. All right, this guy's getting reported. Put on hard mode without any aids. And then try to play Augusta. Triple bogeying every hole. Does the interface feel better than 2K, or is it just not fair to compare yet? Oh, you haven't played 2K. All right, that's kind of what I'm curious if. I kind of hope it's completely different. So, like, the people that play 2K all day are not going to be at a huge advantage. Blessings. All right, so besides Dilly, who else is getting the golf game? I think Chaos said he pre-ordered. I know I'm getting it. Can't imagine Jake not having it. But I know not everybody's into golf. I think it would be one that Fatso Castro might pick up. I thought it was on Switch, but I'm not 100% sure now. Graphically, it's looking incredible. Plays really nicely too. Now I gotta double check. Got the comebacker. Oh, I know. Yeah, you were saying that the other day when you popped in too. The Diablo 3 game has been your jam. Console. Yeah, and my computer's not really set for it. I think we'd be dropping frames left and right, and I have to set up the stream differently. I'm very happy having the controller in my hand too. I guess you can have the controller on your hand on the PC, but I don't have the $1,500 gaming rig thing, or more, $3,000 gaming rig. Using the controller on PC. The perfect mindless game. Just hack and go. Oh, I thought I had it on. Boy, I didn't feel. I mean, I'm all over the place. I didn't feel like it was way up top right. And that's going to be all right. Batting practice is coming. Let's rally here. We usually do better after batting practice, so we'll see if it makes a difference. Here's a no freeze trying to save the game. Blue Jays and Royals, that's the all blue game. Get the white and blue schemes. Getting the empowerment jersey of Curry. You mean the women's suffrage jersey? The yellow rose one? I hate that jersey, to be honest with you, Justin. The rose tucks into the shorts when they actually are playing, so you don't even see it. And yeah, it's just weird. All right, I'm gonna report this guy. Not for beating me, but for bringing drugs to the game. Don't think kids playing it need to see that. Whatever. Not like I was offended, but let's try to regulate our games and let's take batting practice because I'm swinging like I've never seen a baseball before. All right, so game history, report, inappropriate content, logo. Get out of here. I mean, I'm not like offended if somebody wants to like make a joke about it, but it's like, do we really need to see heroin needles in our baseball game? Kind of stupid. Let's go. Sliders, load, hydrate's a good idea. We'll do so. File management. Yeah, it was needles, and the jersey said like heroin and crack. It was like San Francisco druggies or some stupidity. Speed sliders. All right, so now we'll turn up the fastball speed, Custom practice. Let's grab one of the ace hitters because there's no good ace hitters. And bring a little tiny PCI in there. Aim small, miss small. Let's go with a white elephant. And we'll just hit for like 2 or 3 minutes. Then hopefully we'll start crushing some mowers. You traded Cueto. He's on the Marlins. Oh no. Randy versus Seth Brown. Seems good. Although I just want to see fastballs. So let me fix that. I don't want all the smoke, just some of it. Alright, so just fastballs. Slider, splitter, go away. Inside. That's where I tend to get jammed. I am swinging late today. Sometimes I'll work on the breaking pitch away, but let's see if we can catch up to the heat. The Magunski hitting drills. Click, click, click. Because of the water? What do you mean? Oh, the hydration. Twins are looking really good at pitching right now. Now he's day-to-day. Doesn't hurt you since you picked him up today for a starter. It's still too late. Oh, it's Tony Camp. I thought it was Seth Brown. I just saw the stance. I thought it was Brown's stance. I didn't look over. Let's see, it was Tony. There we go. Now we're swinging the bat, right? Let's turn on a couple, and then we'll go back to playing. Also, the PCI just feels so nice and big when you go back onto All-Star after some Legend VP. Can he stop striking out every at-bat? He's one of those boomer bust guys, right? I don't know if he's considered a 3-outcome hitter, but I feel like he is. I haven't ever really watched him day in and day out because he's usually on the East Coast team. Need more of the bust. Twins are going crazy right now. I mean, does he draw walks at a decent clip? I didn't think he had a terrible batting average, but I certainly don't know his stats off the top of my head. We need to bring Ramon Bot back in here. I wonder if it's active because we can check out all the leaders. All right, like one more good swing, boys and girls. And then we're going back to event. Yeah, we were early. Okay. We're letting it rip. All right. Oh, the Birdman. Birdman flies in any weather, right? Only old timers will get that reference. Hip hop. Birdman. The rap artist. Yeah, let's not make any changes. This lineup was scoring a lot of runs. Hours. Chaos is old. Yeah, watch that. Yoshida's been doing great for you in fantasy. Guessing yet. Everything agrees. Body's starting to hurt. Oh, it's the Joker. What's up, Joker? How was the stream today? How was the fundraiser? Joker's been doing the Raging for Autism push over the weekend, and I know they were closing in on the goals. Oh, hey, yo, what's going on? 21 months, that's big hype. I'm going to put you separately up there because I need to set up an April wall. But, yeah, thank you, buddy. Need to take a picture for March and, of course, throw it on the socials. Appreciate everybody for all the March madness in this stream. Hit the goal. Awesome, dude.
Leading off for the Sandlot, the left fielder, Randy.
Very worthy cause. Now trying to hit 800 more to hit 10K in 7 years. I might have been able to get one more stride and then get the dive, but he'll roll it through. Get myself down early is not going to help anything. How was today's stream, Joker? Braves and Cardinals started. Chaos got some bucks riding on that game. Braves fans think they'll get the win. I know I did. It was my idea. Like, hey, yeah, go it on. Easy money. Okay, hitting 7-14 with Edmonds. So I like to not throw him a meatball here. Thank you, Blue. I don't think we actually got him out. Thought he was on the bag. Pirates got a run scored. And they're trailing the Red Sox. That's going to be a shootout game. At least it looks like it's trending that way. 4-5. Top of the second. Here's Ricky Henderson. It's going to be a heck of a play. He won't make it. It's going to be close, even if he did get a perfect play there. Right. He's paying attention to the baseline. I'm just dancing. I'm just trying to distract Yamamoto. Perfect liners. I feel like those are really tuned up this year. I might be wrong. It may be the same rate, but it seems like hitting in general is easier this season, at least thus far. And you just think like, oh, that's going to shoot into the gap, and then infielder grabs it. It's like, well, it's about as good as I can do. Showing up to that was early, and PCI was good. And that'll just stay up long enough. Still trying to capitalize on that infield hit. Just leave it off. And I don't know how I got Urias in here, but it seems like the rotation of my my lineup is wrong. Not having a left-hander in. Hit and run. Keep running, Ricky. Ricky will head into third base. Popped it up. Threatened to not capitalize. Alright, 3-1. Still scoreless. Seems I fell to 1 but yeah. Try to get through this one. Or see, move through the batter at least. And that's what I get. Grom was getting tired. Hey, thanks for following. Still well. How are you doing? Let's do the mound visit, and that will get those guys warmer. And we'll go to the ball. 4:20. Is that your favorite time of the day? Okay. Good swing. Probably can't that piece for it. I'm good, buddy. Yeah, thank you for asking. I had some chores to do around town, so I got started pretty late on today's stream. It'd be on the shorter end for me, but provided jury duty, it doesn't eat up too much time tomorrow. I'll try to get in, 5-6 hours tomorrow. At least that would be good. Judge, let's just say let's send them all home and buy them dinner. Become my favorite judge since Judge Wapner. I gotta go to jury duty. Yeah, I got jury duty tomorrow. Stillwell, who's your favorite baseball team? Ricky's got it. Lined up. The Cubs. Oh, we got a lot of cool Cubs fans that come in. Wags is in here somewhere right now. He's a huge Cubs supporter. You have a favorite Cub all time? Sammy Sosa was one of my favorites. So was Ryan Sandberg. And the Braves got the lead. First inning. They're getting Morton some run support. Just early. I think that's down at the wall. Oh, he's got the juice. Wu-Chang. Bang, bang. 405. For the solo shot. Donnie Genius stopped the count. Actually, you can't stop it till the 5th, or it doesn't count as an official game. But like if it rains out after the 5th inning, then it's a game in the books. The Cardinals should just forfeit. Is that game on where you're able to watch it tonight? Chaos or nah? Oh, awesome. I should flip it on then too. Oh, I went chasing in the dirt. Alright, he's pausing. Let me go to my handy TV set. I have all the games this year. At least I believe I do. I don't know if anything's gonna get blacked out, but we'll see. I hope not, Bo Diggity. Yeah, I'm trying to find this game. Yeah. Great swing. Ball was in the mitt and it was up by Will Smith's head. Never done it. I've actually never done it either. I've been to the part where I had to talk to the judge and give him all the reasons why I didn't want to be a juror, and they dismissed me. Alright, Chaos, I should have the game on now. Well, yeah, I've had to go in numerous times. I've just never been selected to actually serve. And I'm going to try to keep that streak going. I think you get paid, like, if you have to go back the second day, like $15 if you're actually selected. They don't pay you for wasting your time. Yeah, that should be $50. I'm gonna spend more than that in gas driving over there. It's like nearly an hour drive. Yeah, it's just stupid. Who wants to, I'd rather just have a freaking judge trial. I guess you could get some judges that are corrupt, and that could be a problem. But oh, let's be tried by a jury of your peers. Like, they don't know the law. $100 in Bodega. Bo would be like, I'm gonna flip on the companion app this whole time, and gonna use that $100 for stubs or bits. If the Cardinals are batting. I was hoping the Braves were racking up the runs here. Oh, come on, Cruz. How are we going to start the inning this way, Cruz? Just a little backhand throw. I was loading it up and playing it. I mean, he's supercharged. He should be defending it. Right now, let's see. Can we go to Classa? No, not yet. I set him down. Smart. Oh, darn. $247 a day if you got a job, 106 if you're unemployed. That's messed up. Do they verify that you have an employer, Chaos? I'd be like, yeah, I got a good job, but I'm happy to be here, guys. Okay, they're on top. There's no scam of the court. You go in to be a juror, you never come out. There we go, Cruz. Let's use that thing on your hand called a glove. Get you out. Tomorrow. I'm not sure what time I have to be there, but too early and bring a bad attitude. No, I mean, I'm not going to act a fool. I'm not going to get, like, held in contempt or something, but... yeah, I'll get through it, hopefully. Last out needs to hit the solo shot. Alright. That's just the way it's going now. Oh, well, Bunchies from the Cardinals didn't work out, though. Burleson was trying to block the ball. Oh, what's up, Pook? I'm good. Pook, have you been on jury duty yet in your young life? Or maybe you're exempt with your job now. I gotta do jury summons tomorrow, so I don't know when I'll stream. Hopefully be in plenty of time for a good stream, but we'll have to see. You get called every year. Yeah, pretty much the same here. I always take the delay thing to the postponement to slow down the amount of times that they can call me. Look into the big 7-0 so they can leave me alone. Yeah, I have a ways to go. Despite being old, I still got a ways to 70. Yeah, they can call you every 12 months. At least here where I am. Move to Australia, says Chaos. How often can they call you guys, Chaos? We're trying to walk this all. Good pitch in her half. Oh, it is meant to be early. Never get called. Rarely even hearing of your friends getting called. Trying to get Ricky on base. And he's safe. Bunchy. Could be the winning run. Let's see. Hook, what game are you playing the most these days? Are you getting a lot of MLB time in? Or are you still playing some Madden or 2K? Oh, I don't know why he didn't take the force out. Might have just panicked a bit. 10 years and it hasn't happened. Another reason to go to Australia. Looks like Trout's got the clutch swing. Pulled it into left field. We get the win. Let's go. Batting practice made the difference. Boy, Ricky's pumped up. Little Madden, little MLB, and mainly Fortnite at the moment. Yeah, can't complete this win path if I don't win. So, that'll help. Cardinals. Did they hit into a double play? No. Arenado hit a chopper. So the Cardinals get a run back. Dang it. Come on, Morton. I was hyping you up. 32 victories. We got a match off rip. So let's play it. Making it interesting. Looks like Shohei game, I think. On the road, although we know where this is going to be. It's going to be in Miami, playing the Soggy Buns. 69. Hilarious. If anybody has AM PM close to you, download the AM PM app. They give you like little, they look like scratch off cards, but it's on their app. You win all kinds of free stuff on there. And then they have really cheap slushies and all kinds of things. What happened was I looked up AM PM to see if they had frozen drinks. It's on the side of town. They built it somewhat recently. And I was just going to take my son to go let him pick out a snack like Saturday. And then I see they have the drinks, and then the app has discounts. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go in there right now. I'll download the app, see what they got. And there's a scratch game. My son won something, and then every day we've been winning something. So it's pretty easy to win off of it. Like Gatorades and different deals. No problem, Cass. We'll be here. So they have been doing the loss leader, pulling me in there daily. The one time I took the L was taking my daughters, so they both wanted a stuffy. So that was on Sunday. Not that I don't mind getting them something, but they definitely made a profit. Ricky hits it well, but not well enough. PCI was on the dot. Santander gets the hit. Circle change froze me. Just got the walk-off for me. Previous game. That's one through. Thought it was clean. Yeah, it's close. I don't know if that would have been called a strike or not. I think it might have just been a ball. Dude, Escobar has some great cards. Does he have a early game diamond, Fatso Castro? You know? I feel like I haven't ran into him, but yeah, every year he's a beast. Oh, get out of here, ball. Even type in Escobar in chat, just like unlocked a Donnie ball. Smashed. I'm feeling like I'm Alex. I popped by his stream last night because I was putting in buy orders. He was 11-0 and he beat the guy like 18-1. And he bunted the last couple outs just to wrap up the game on BR. I think he had like 5 straight BR call O's or some nonsense. God, he's good. Yeah, he's so good. And he's really nice kid too. Like when he comes into my chat, he doesn't, you know, act like, oh, hey, you suck at the game or something. Like, he's just chill, gives you some tips if you have questions, and you know, I don't even feel like he's 100% focused because he, you know, he's staying up with chat. He's like putting in song requests and stuff. And, yeah, he mashes. Oh, what's up, Kilo? Yeah, imagine losing, pull up, and hear the anime music. Like, a lot of the top 50 or borderline top 50 guys are good, but every time I've been by his streams, man, he's just crushing somebody. Kilo, how's your day been? Wait. He did the splitter. Yeah, that was a bad motion. Don't think it mattered. I don't think he was chasing. He didn't seem tempted at all. Going great. How's collection going? You got Jeter, Kilo? I thought you were close yesterday or the day before. I'm gonna go through and sell out all my stuff. Hopefully have McGuire for you guys next time I go live. Dude, I am scoring more. I'm not even really bunting and stuff as much as I usually do. Then again, I'm not playing ranked up on Hall of Fame. That's where I gotta manufacture runs more. But yeah, it feels like pitching's harder this year. Like, I didn't even feel like that was that bad a pitch, but he got the PCI on it. Probably hung it slightly. Who doesn't take a shower? Oh, Kilo? Yeah, Kilo doesn't shower, right? How's not Doxter you doing today? So 5 cards away. So does everybody have not in the name? Or is it just you two? Is there some other not buddies? Last play in some some NBA 2K. Doctor, you a my team guy or a career guy? Oh, Harris went yard, right? Was it Harris? Or is that Albies? Atlanta got, yeah, Ozzy Albies just hit a 2-run homer. So Chaos will be happy when he comes back from his work call. He said he was putting 50 on this game, so hopefully it works out. This kid swings at everything in co-op. He's got Donnie plate discipline. He's just up there hacking. Yeah, did you see it, Chaos? Yeah, they just got a two-run knock. Thought he stole. Yeah, it was close. Alphabet made a good effort on that ball. We're referring to Braves Cardinals if anybody has access to that game. I know some of the buddies probably do, like Coach Locke, where the cash, they probably watch him. I hope it's on in their region. And if Kenny comes through, Kenny's out in Georgia as well. PCI. Timing and everything was good. Even PCI depth, I just didn't have it squared up. It was out to the right. Here's what's a perfect single. I guess I could have got the extra base with that throw, but you don't know. You don't know what you don't know until it happens. Donnie ball. I was trying to hit that the second base. Had the runners in motion. Here's Santander. Oh, what's up, Imhop? Good to see you, buddy. I'm good. How's Imhop doing? Felt like I was going to track that better than I did. The belly bomb? No, I missed it. Did he crush one in real life for the Cubbies today? You never know what you're going to get with these fans. Some of these fans are so bizarre. Going good into got on the game. His first hit was a home run. Yeah, let's try and draw these.
Your attention, please. Now, Oswaldo.
Like that one with the body. Or towards it. That was a perfect release. You pulled it. Did he hang off of the plate? He has a huge paw. Does Chapman on that side? I guess Salvarez's power. Don't really hate the location too much. I mean, certainly wish I didn't give up the home run. But that's what I meant to do. I was trying to throw it first strike. Better last year. Punched the monitor out. Turned on randomly 2 days later. Were you raging at the game, Imhop? I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I'm about to get the smoke here from That's Castro. Don't like the bullet hole one. Oh, I'm sorry, bud. It sucks when you get a tub and you don't know. I wish they would send out all the flavors on the little sampler things. Because I haven't tried that one yet myself. I wonder if it'll mix well with something else. That's Castro. I certainly hope so. On the sauce didn't help for him, huh? Uh-oh. He's going to be honester. Oh, Kamish, what's up, buddy? Donnie Rage, part of the show? Don't think you like tropical flavor. There's a Kamish. Braves adding on some more runs here. They're giving Morton run support. They got that going for him. Tropical flavors are overrated. I'm thinking about that Pina Colada song. I think it's Jimmy Buffett. Not sure. This guy's hitting well. Or I'm pitching badly. It could be both. From Imhop to Wim Hop. For the win opinion. He's already Wim Hop. Alright, there's two. We need the triple play. Flavor mix, kind of G Fuel like. L Fuel. Tropical flavors are overrated. Why are most of us trying to get an island to enjoy them? Only Kamish has the bankroll to buy an island. And that's why you should invest with the Kamish. Alright, we need a run. We need it back. Boy, Acuna just got full. The ball's like 2 feet off the plate and he swung to it. In real life. Kamish, are you going to pick up the show? Gosh, dang it. It's early. I was thinking break and pitch away. But I didn't put the right swing on it. Island says stop dropping, stop naming bad flavors after us. Well, maybe I should lay off this load. That'd be a good idea. You already bought it. Nice. What are your thoughts on it, Kamish? Have you played it much? I may as well. I don't have anything to do, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Acuna just got a 3-run homer. That Braves pick was a great pick. Whoever recommended picking the Braves. Henry Ford. Drive on down to second base. I'm not World Series pushing this early, but maybe later in the season. There's good players in the 500s right now, so I don't like playing 15 to 12 games. I have trouble hitting well enough to stay in those shootout games, and that's what's going on. I thought it was a fastball. Sure enough it was, but I was coming too far in. Hoping to shoot that down the left field line. Come on, get up, ball. Get up, get up. Adley, saving my bacon for now. You haven't touched rank yet? I'm surprised you haven't grinded it all out. Bo Diggity, what are you doing, dude? You let me out grind you? No, you've been doing all the offline stuff. And my buddy Olsen just grounded out. Come on, Olsen. You're the reason I like Atlanta. Just playing Road to the Show for the heck of it on Hall of Fame hitting. Hall of Fame is tough. I've heard this year Hall of Fame is coming in faster too. I haven't even been on Hall of Fame difficulty this whole season yet. Yeah, same. I mean, I did stop at 25. Now I'm just playing through it to try to PXP some cards and, you know, have some content for stream. Oh, such a late swing. Hitting home runs, very hard, loving it. See, I don't know. Dilly Toon's really happy with it. He's playing on early access for Xbox, the new PGA EA game, but he didn't play the 2K version. I hope it's going to be better. I didn't think the 2K game was that great. The most recent release. He brings in Shohei, and we're going to welcome him with a 3-run bomb. Oh no, Cruz. Dang, second goal. You're hitting 299 early June. Good going, Kamish. You don't have any desire to play online head-to-head, right? I think that's usually Kamish's MO, is playing offline. Maybe play with friends, like for pro clubs or something. Bo Diggity, when's next Bo Diggity stream? Alright, so Atlanta's up 6-1. Chaos, are you on one of those, I don't know, Chaos had a call too, so you may not be listening, but are you on one of those apps where you can cash out the equity of your matchup, or is that not a possibility? Smith can't play second. Kondo can play second. And Ford has no secondaries, so we'll go Trace Thompson. Might do some rank co-op. Yeah, if you're hitting that well in Hall of Fame, like, you can play for sure. Let's go to the righty. Even up 4, I mean, it's not quite safe. Opponent's a good hitter, from what I've seen. GT, if you're in here, have you been playing any head-to-head? Because GT was asking if I feel like it's easier to hit this year. I definitely do. I almost feel like they're going to have to balance it and make pinpoint more precise, or make the PCIs a little smaller or something. Unless this is how they want the game to play with a lot of runs going up. I like pitchers duels. What did the father tomato say to the baby tomato whilst on a family walk? Ketchup. I say I updated the sub goal. We'll do a first time for this year. We'll do a IRL golf stream whenever we get to the sub goal. I had an opening day, just like crazy goal out there. Oh, Iward Dog, dude, where have you been? Haven't seen you in ages. Welcome back. Welcome back to the living. He came back for the Mario movie that's coming out. We're 2-0 on this entry thus far. GG to the other player. The baby's a big guy, dude. He's like 6.5. My daughter's going to be 4, and my other daughter is going to be 2, and they're going to do their baptismal party here soon. Actually, you know what? I should pitch Cueto. Cueto's better than Walker with a pitch mix. Yeah, so he's a big guy. He just played basketball. Second time he's been in basketball, but he did it when he was 3. Then COVID shut everything down, so he just did 5 and 6-year-old basketball, and he signed up for T-ball. You haven't been away that long. Let me look at your chat history. Hang on. Messages, because I can see when the last time you chatted. You chatted with me in January of 22. You sent 3 messages, and you had gotten COVID. Actually, no, you also popped in on July of last year. But yeah, I feel like you used to see a lot. Yeah, so it's been like a year since you've been in chat. How's your daughter doing? I just saw her on the picture, on your profile picture. I don't think you've been streaming because I would have saw you live. Still working as a police officer, I work? Streaming the show? You have been streaming. It's taking a while to ready up. Cardinals get a walk. Of course, they want all the base runners they can get. Down 5.
Leading off for the Deuce.
I don't think I have anything special. It may be from having better TTV. But if you go click on your viewers when you're streaming on OBS, you can click messages, right? So, all right, Commish, you came in today, and last time I saw you would have been on 3/26/23, and you can kind of go through there. So if some kid comes in trolling, but they're not like a first-time chatter, I can see if they were being obnoxious like the last time, or maybe they're just having a hard day. I don't do it a lot, but I hadn't seen iWord for a while, and iWord I think is like a 6-year follower. He was here when I used to stream off camera and had lullabies and all that stuff going. 9.5 and sassy. 4 years, 4 months. Dude, I could have sworn you went back to the 2K17 streams. Did you have a different name or change the name? That might be why. Or maybe I'm just misremembering too. Okay. Yeah, I thought you were around back in the sniping stream days. Boy, that fastball popped on me. It was so late. Be ready to hit. Super, super late. That was a weird top spin bounce. Oh, he almost painted it. If he gets that in there to dot me, then tip your hat. Perfect liner for Sunday. The Aussie guys. Oh yeah, we played some All-Star team up. I thought you played once or twice on pro clubs too. Over the years. But yeah, the All-Star Team Up days used to be fun. I wish they wouldn't have messed with it so much. Now it's not as good a game mode. Better when you could just go select whoever you wanted instead of the ones they have now. I'm slamming that PCI. And he came back with a heater, and I was super late. I told myself, like, don't slam the PCI, and falls past me. He likes that inner half swerve. Catch one of those in a minute. You gotta ignore that leg kick from Urias. I am not usually doing it. Feels like the ball jumps off his bat too if you connect with it. Trying to grind the infinities, don't get smacked in either. I've heard that the affinity grind is really, really slow. And if you do want to do affinity, like, it's good to do it like in Conquest with you know, all the mission players or whatever theme you're working on first. It's a good inning for my opponent. Let me get the bullpen going. I guess Duran's probably a good guy to use because he has that outlier fastball. Comes in so fast. Love this Kinseki Kondo card that I'm facing. I've hit really, really well with him so far. And my opponent's hitting low with him. Hung that sniper though. Got all the indie output. Oh, nice. I think they're supposed to boost and play really well if you have the Captain O'Neill in your lineup. Why am I throwing strikes? Should be throwing more balls. See if he'll help me out by swinging. I could have sworn I thought he was taking a couple of steps off. I just started preloading to throw the third base that was in there. Not just get enough to move over the runner. So I need to strike out or pop up or something. Phenomenal pitchers as well. Yeah, I need to get through and work. I need to work all the offline stuff. I've been just focused on working towards Mark McGuire, and I'm really close now, but not there yet. We'll have to do some rank co-op days and streams here eventually. I didn't mean to pump fake and then get it on the reload, but it worked out. Like it was a slow runner. This guy's pretty swing happy. Gosh dang it. I should have let it go on the yellow, but still getting used to that variable throw meter, and cropped up and got me there. Finishing up the game, have that U.S. Conquest map done. Congratulations, Clippers. That is a long deal. How many games did you lose on Conquest? Did you lose any? Because I know I've lost some. Even sometimes like on Rookie, if I'm like paying attention to somebody else's stream and got the TV on, I find myself having to scramble. Just one. That's solid. I was hanging there for the banging, and I missed it. Well, I like that one. History lessons are a treat. You're 2 miles from where Griffin Stadium is located. That is very cool. You lost to the A's, so that's tough. That's tough, though, diggity. There's losing on Conquest, and there's losing to the A's on Conquest. Yeah, Yankees and Angels both have some good batters in the lineup. You leave one over the plate, it's gonna get crushed. That was crushed. The bat was crushed. Wanted to delete the game. I'm glad you did not delete the game.
Number 8.
All one, no strike. Ball, that's out.
Oh yeah, Chapman has. Actually, Chapman's not an A anymore. He's a Blue Jay. Yeah, he got traded before last season started. Yeah, I wish we still had Chapman and Olsen in this. Perfect fly ball for the Cowboy. I wish I would have snuck out. Blackburn hasn't even pitched. I wonder if Few pitches today. Hard stuff up and in. I'm swinging at it. Thought it was gonna miss when I saw it wasn't like a sinker for a ball, and then that thing dropped in. Shea Langolaris is decent. Seth Brown's decent. I mean, at least we think Langolaris is going to be good. Kemp, Diaz that we picked up from Houston. So this lineup looks a lot better than last year's lineup. Last year was really milling it in. Oh yeah, Strasburg's still there. Got a lot of prospects when you guys traded Soto, though. You heard he's... I never haven't heard that. Then again, I may have missed something too. Are his injuries that bad? That sucks. Keeps tweeting Nats fan stuff. Think he wants to come back. Read some article. I need to run. Had a couple perfect swings. I think they were both in this game. I know I had one with Kondo last game. Always looking for the strange fans. Oh, hey, her popcorn just disappeared. Lady in the blue dress. What type of sorcery is that? Yeah, I'm flipping that deal. That ain't right. That ball's gone. Stayed too long with the reliever. In and out with a forearm string. Yeah, there's a lot of clickbaity stuff everywhere these days. Oh, I thought Ricky's little comebacker was going to jam through. Little cruise missile. I like that, Kilo. For Santander. Barely pitched since 2019. At least he has got a World Series championship. And he got to be a world champion. Saw it on Facebook. It's got to be true. That might have drove him out of the game. I was hoping he was going to stay with him. That's funny. Got jumpy. Trying to crush him. PCI just heavy with the movement down, slamming. Well, here comes Mike Trout. Go Diggity, have you got to watch any of the Mariner games yet? Or have they all been out of market for you? I said just enough game. Thought I had it. I did not. So if I'm winning, it's going to have to be a nice. Like, I know you lost them off of your cable provider, but have you got to see a stream, or have they been on MLB Network or anything for you, bud? I know Pook's been watching closely. Haven't seen Beards of Iron for a few streams. I know he also likes the Mariners. Chang got it out. Dang it. Wasn't sure because I tried to square up Cruz. I thought it was going to be a centered throw thing. I don't know if you can practice that in custom practice. It'd be a good idea. Royals taking it to the Blue Jays right now, 6-2. Thanks, Sports Scores bot. Accept the loss. I was trying to. Didn't get it. It was weird that it gave me the accept the loss though before the timer was there. All right, I got him that time. Did we get the win? Or did I give him the win? How did that work? Oh, I accepted loss because his controller disconnected? That's stupid. I thought I was accepting their loss. I was trying to go fast. It's like, all right, take advantage of it. Oh, well, congratulations. Got Ramoned. I don't know what. Yeah, that was weird. Not even a superhero. South Bay Heat. Heat, was I playing you? No, okay, I wasn't playing. I use Control Freaks just on the left stick currently. Used to use both of them. Let's see. When was I using both? Back when it was PS4, I used both. PS5 has a little bit longer protrusion extension these days, so now I just use the one. I don't use the rings. I've heard the rings are pretty good. I guess it depends on the player. I've thought about buying them, just haven't done it. Just pulled live series Atani. Let's go, Tippus.
Leading for the Giants, the left fielder, Ricky Henderson.
That's the ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's Ricky walks the field. Smack. Do you have them, South Bay Heat? Are you thinking about purchasing some Control Freaks? Because I think they help with the show, not to have too much of a fast motion. Probably depends on the player and your hand size and you know what you hope to do. Some of the better players I know don't use them for what it's worth. So Walker getting off to a bad start. I meant to do the mound visit. Oh, come on, Walker. Get it together. So they have big time pulls for Tipples. And you got an angel pulling. So disrespect to Batman. He's not even a superhero. Batman's just a guy that's got some really cool items, right? Because he's loaded. Is that your thoughts on him? That's Castro? Or do you just dislike him? It's like, where is that throw meter going to be? Alright, we'll get the out. Fan can time. Hey, what's going on, fans? Let's see if any snacks disappear. I see some nachos. Kids like slamming his nachos around. Nothing morphed out that time. Alright, we'll face Fergie. I haven't seen Fergie this year. Seven does have the sinker slider and the fork ball. Good pitch mix.
No ball, 2 strikes. That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
He's out. Here comes Santander.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Good one to shoot to the opposite field. That was so good. Yeah, I went back with them. Thought it was something else. Fergie's got me. He's got me in the blender right now.
No, inside. What do you got?
And I don't think it's going to fluke in. Bad swing. Would have been ball 3. Got over anxious. Oh, where's Zombie Boy? Oh, Zombie Boy's not there. Got a new person. She looks a lot more normal. Usually Zombie Boy's right there. That spot in the outfield. Let's go with the ball. Cardinals are threatening that Cardinals Rays game, trying to get back into it. I had a perfect release and it missed that badly. What is going on?
Nope.
Guessing there was some type of server issue. Pause that. Struggling with pinpoint on Hall of Fame. Hey, it seems like it's not as good this year. I don't know if there's a better pitching method. I doubt it, but getting outs is tough, True Gamer. So I'm assuming you're playing ranked if you're up on Hall of Fame. Maybe playing Road to the Show or something. Which I would hope would be a little smoother experience offline. A lot of people using pure analog. That used to be what I used prior to the addition of pinpoint.
Nope, that's a ball.
Pinpoint was supposed to be the wave, right? Like more precision, learn to do it, blah blah blah. F it, run and meter. Oh no, good throw. We did get him the league that you're playing. Ricky's got the diamond shield now. Let's get the Q3 open. Excuse me. Sorry about the coughing. Suck just getting. Oh, it's okay. I don't think this is as precise as it's been in previous years. For sure. When it first came out, it was like really, really good. I'm trying to tell myself, like, don't look over at the leg kick, but I do still. And it's a super late swing. Home, getting ready for the game. What are you going to do to get ready? Turn on the TV set. Make some snacks or anything?
Batting fifth, the catcher.
Your son gets to stay up tonight for the final? Also, did your daughter win the family bracket, or is it still up for grabs? I know last time you told me she was up there. His team out doesn't care. Oh, it's the real tight spot. What's up, tight spot? Daughter won, had UConn in the title game against FAU. Wow. Daughter was all over it. Wow. Very close to getting that right. If not for the buzzer beating shot.
Ball. 2-1.
Oh, jumped out of my shoes and didn't track up.
You got a full count.
Might play some Road to Show to the, yeah, me as well, right? Get some PXP and all that. Oh, that one got me good. Thought it was a slider out of the hand, so I was just like trying to track down and wait for it. There's the tight spot. There's the tight link tree. Tight spot, what game are you playing the most these days? Or have you not had much time for gaming? Well, I didn't mean at the moment, but just what have you been playing, tight spot? Guessing some Road to the Show. Three consecutive streams this month. Got those watch streaks marked up. Thank you for watching.
That's a ball. Nope, that's inside.
Alright, we're shaded in the right direction and we'll get the win. WWE, not much. Get off at 5. About an hour later, took the Uber home.
Number 8.
Little late. And down goes one of my favorite World Baseball Classic players.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Shift is there, right? Shift is there. That's going to carry. That's a walkout. Will Smith says, let's go home. Keep going, Will. Big Willie style. For the victory. GG's. Let's get in one more. got started so late. See if we can get to 35 victories. I don't even remember what 35 is. It's a single ball and pack. Feels like that should be like 3 ball and packs or something. Challenge failed. Looks like they must have backed out. Right, let's go Shohei. Alright, so we are technically on the road and we're in the shadows. Unfortunate catch that time of day.
Nope.
Chris Gibson, he's got sinker, slider, curve change into forcing. That 102 popped in on me a little fast. Ricky's going to rip this one for a solo shot through the curve inner half, and I don't know if he wanted to throw that for a ball or not, but that one's crushed.
All one, no strike. Out.
Get another perfect swing, but that one through the infield from Trout. Not able to get any elevation on it.
The second baseman, Luis Urias.
Stepping off concerned. We're going to go running. We got some bullpen arms to get warm as well. Not sure what the game plan is here. Opponent's just like, hey, let's take a long break. True gamer, true blue. That would be you if you were a doggo. Hair is completely on point for that doggy. clean with it. I got 40 seconds to sit around. Either we'll be done or we can say we'll on pause and we'll play. How's the kitty doing? How is Fatso Castro doing? All right, hey, we're gonna play ball. Maybe. And yours gets on top of the sinker. Opponent double clutched, and will not turn the double play. Being a little weirdo, nothing new. Bray, how's your day going? Thanks for the follow. Are we playing each other, Bray? Maybe that's why it took so long for our opponent to ready up there. Maybe we've been looking for stream. And maybe not. Bray sounds like a 2K buddy. What's that name?
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Not even on the show. Hey, no problem. How's your day been? How's your YouTube channel going? I stayed up and away and it worked out. I kept thinking like a breaking pitch was going to come in to counter and then try to send me back up. So, not too bad of the job pitch in there. Boy, Ricky's no doubt animation goes hard. Get a look at it there.
Leading off for Los Angeles, the center fielder.
Favorite team, Bray? I like the A's. We had a new follower a few minutes back that was a Cubs fan. Shohei's got it.
Batting third, the left fielder, Julian.
0-1's the count.
Guardians. Oh, my A's are about to take on the Guardians tonight, so good luck to your guys. You probably won't need luck against Oakland, but yeah, I'll just, you know, root for the best outcome and prepare for the worst. Tani gets a good inning. 1, 2, 3. I'll take our next turn at that. Darskin, thank you for following. How's your day going, Darsh? Anybody that's a new follower, I got the same username on all the social platforms, and we have a nice Discord in case you're looking for MLB The Show tips, conversations, all that type of thing. Please connect with us on all the socials that you use. Love to have you there. You're playing me? Oh, no, it's all good. Yeah, thanks for finding the stream, buddy. Yeah, there's another gentleman that just followed a moment ago, and I thought maybe I was playing him, because that happens sometimes. Somebody will pause, and they're trying to find you on the directory or whatever the case may be. Hey, it was a decent hit. Yeah, for sure. Sorry I held up your message. It's usually like kind of a profanity-free stream, so it's like just like easy listening, but even an old man like myself runs into a pitch once in a while. How's the Gibson card been for you so far? And don't worry about replying to me. You can reply between innings or something. No, you're all good, buddy. Like 99.9% of Twitch, everybody's, you know, using profanity. This is like the exception stream. But yeah, I've heard people like the Gibson card a lot. What counts as S1 eligible? S1 and core? No, I think only the S1 cards. If you're trying to do the Series 1 set. I don't think the core goes into that. And if anybody has a different thought, please correct me, because I haven't gone too hard on the collections. other than towards McGuire so far. Dude, Cruz being supercharged is kind of wild right now. There's too many cards supercharged here early in the game. Tough play. Good for Wags on you. Can use all the supercharge. You're not trying to. Oh, you've already finished World Baseball Classic, so you don't care about the missions. Because you can kind of grind out some of the PXP stuff. Slider, cutter, curve, and the 4C. They got us on a tough shadow game here too, Darsh. Chest underneath it, I think, for Ricky. We got a solo shot. Oh, that Harper card is a good card. Yeah, I was using him for a little while too. It's like he's just out there launching.
Leading off for the killer, the second baseman, Luis. Your attention, please. Now,
So the Cardinals get around. They're trying to chip their way back in. Told Chaos to go with Atlanta for that game, so I hope Atlanta gets it done. Otherwise, Chaos never listened to me again. Oh, good swing. Kind of a poor location. Wanted a different location there, but hey, Urias is ready. Urias' big leg kick distracts me. I mentioned it. I know I've mentioned it earlier in stream. I'm mentioning it for our new friend that's using. At least with the camera angle I got. Mrs. Fur, OMG, what's up, Mrs. Fur? We are live, yeah. Did it not notify you? Have you muted Meebot in my chat? Probably. Can't stop laughing. Oh, nice. Hey, thanks for the game. I usually have Meebot quiet everywhere. Just get those direct pings. Oh, you're going well with him then. Yeah, my eyes see that leg kick and I get stunned on it. Oh, good swing. Nice one there, buddy. Taco taco on it. Indeed it is. Have you faced enough batters? Yeah. You hit Duran very well there. Does anybody know of the disgust filter on Snapchat? Haven't been around, only saw it tonight. The only person that I am aware of that uses Snap is Pook, but Pook's been lurking for a while. Got to get the fake Trout. Here's Kike Hernandez. I don't have Snapchat, so no, I don't know how any of it works, honestly. Used it on Munster. It was recording. You're laughing at me. Oh my gosh.
batting in, the third baseman,
Oh, Trigots. Well, there's a few Trouts in the game, so I thought maybe you meant the World Baseball Classic Trout. No, I haven't tried any filters, but I don't have Snapchat either. I'm guessing Instagram and TikTok and those things have filters, but I haven't tried it. Faces can become so freaky, even the TikTok one. I don't know if I want to. Maybe I should try. Alright, we'll go around the horn. Pinpoint's tough this year for sure. I've used it for a few years, but this year's kind of weird. I feel like there's a huge advantage to the batters this season. A lot of runs going in. I don't know how to get anybody out, honestly. Usually pitching's my strength, but you know, balls hang. They don't go where you think they're going to. Had some people say that they're using pulse, or not pulse, pure analog. But that's what I used to use before Pinpoint came in. You have to go back to it. Yeah, hitting is like super overpowered this year. Thinking you had seen it and it was a. Ginny's up for the finals game. Oh, got on top of that one, dang it. Stick the bat out there, yeah, to keep you going. Came off the PC. Hope she took it out. Yeah, you gotta stay up, see if UConn or San Diego wins. Yeah, 19 was my first year, so I don't even know if hitting was good or what, because I was just getting started. I got dowled. That was not a good swing, but it's a good result for my offense. Yeah, the horrible release is really easy to do. You just don't know when it's going to trigger. Sometimes you feel like you're squared up and you're not. Yes. Out in the third. And I don't remember who was due out here. Let's check. Chen has decent splits against righties. We'll stay with Chen. Buddy, I've streamed for years. I'm 6 years into streaming. Started on NBA 2K, and then I've played all kinds of sports games, and I've been partnered for, I don't know, almost a year and a half now. And yeah, you just wish everybody that followed would come in every single time that you go live, though. The follower count doesn't matter as much as like your concurrent viewership for sure. I'm just trying to get people to consistently be in your community and hang out with you. Get the pin rocking, trying to avoid the big bat of my opponent. Came and found us. Trace Thompson supercharged, had a 3 home run performance the other day. Plays younger brother. Do 2K MLB. Just started watching a little bit before the year ended. Yeah, I think there's a lot of things you can do to help yourself grow as a streamer. You know, connecting with other streams, networking, being consistent, having the same username everywhere. All those things can be very useful. I don't know if you have your web camera on or any of that type of thing, but that helps a lot too with engagement. I used to not like to stream on camera so much. I can't even say I love it now, but you get used to it eventually. Let me follow you, buddy. Yeah, about me panels, all those things can matter because people come by and they check out your stream, but some people just lurk and they want to learn about you a little bit before they jump into chat too. Yeah, about me's, all those things can help. But hey, you do got one up there. Yeah, so you got your who is all set up. That's good. Let me step off because I think you might be typing. I'm trying to get another out and get us to extras. Of course, our buddy's looking for the walk-off, and Siki Kondo coming up.
Nope, that's inside.
Yeah, panels help for sure. I mean, I think they do. I think when I go to a page and there's no panels, it's like, oh, this is probably somebody that's just getting started, is usually the first thing that I think. And try not to judge anybody because everybody's just doing what they like, and you know, not everybody wants to make a living streaming or something, but yeah, the more information you can have there that's readily available at people's fingertips, the better. And you might be able to network out and get some follows to your other socials and whatnot. Kondo blasted it. I don't know if that's got enough juice though. It does. Look at the 2-run shot. Ghost Runner comes in. Yeah, that one kind of hung on you for sure. And it's easy to do. I don't know if you're using pinpoint or not, but just pitching that this year is just kind of that way right now. Makes it easy to understand what you expect, what's going to be happening in there, all those things. Oh, a meter. Okay. Somebody earlier said they were still using meter. I think it was Iward. One of the moderators is named Coffee Time from Canada, and he's still using meter. He never. I don't think he ever tried pinpoint. He's consistent with it.
One ball, one strike.
But yeah, I kind of forgot, but I made some for WAGs, and I believe they are Purdue themed with the color scheme. I went and looked up their color chart hex, and made WAGs web camera box as well. Then again, WAGs hasn't streamed for a while, so I don't know if it's still in there, but I'm happy to make stuff. Sometimes I just forget to do it. I know there's a few requests in the stream team Discord now. I think it was like near Zack Attack and Dez. Wanted me to mix some still there on the old PC. You have to do something fresh. Oh, that was weird, man. It's like it dove you towards home plate instead of towards first base. Could have been connection lag or something. It was going to be a tough play probably with Cruz, but that seemed like the game got you there. Just late. Back to using meter until they fix point. I don't blame people for trying something else. Pinpoint's weird right now. They could definitely give a little advantage to the pitching whenever they update the game. They don't have to go crazy, but find a sweet spot there. Oh, I got jammed up. Swinging really late that inning. I'll blame the shadows. Excuse me. Would love it if I would stop coughing. It's been lingering for a while. Hard to wake up to your alarm the first time 10 days. Need to go to sleep before it's too late. Ginny, we're gonna miss you. Pleasant dreams to you. Girls, let's try not to give up a bunch of runs. That's what the pitching coach is telling. Braves are back. Braves are back in town. Oh, fast day, yeah. Good swing, buddy. I wanted it more away. Chapman's getting rocked for me today. I think he's got inside edge going down too. Now I gotta face 2 more batters. I think we can do the mound visit well. Try to get his confidence straight there. That's crush. And just knows. So close. I thought it was going foul, but I wasn't sure. Usually you'll see the third baseman hang their head on the home runs too. But yeah, you guys are asking like, hey, how are you pitching to a pinpoint? Like, not really that precise with it right now. Trying to be. That slider kind of hung out a little on the first pitch. Braves gonna get this game won though, buddy, or nah? Cardinals are shipping their way back in, so. I forgot how to pronounce your name. Is it Vernexi? Vernix? Let's go Batista. Duvall's pretty tired. I guess they're pretty good to look at that. They're both actually kind of tired. Oh, Joe Dirt, did you switch up the name?
No ball, 2 strikes.
Hondo can't get there. Ugh, smart. Smart defensive move. Elite move. Just you trying it. Yeah, sometimes it's just like, alright, let's just get the runner over. I don't mind it. I've even got a bunch using nobody, so all's fair. Love and MLB this year.
That's a ball. One ball, 2 strikes.
Reds defeat the Cubs. Oh no. Sorry, lads. This is the game that doesn't end. Contreras just stung one into the gap for the Cardinals, so a 2-out shot. Morton's got 74 pitches. He may not be out there much longer for Atlanta. So here's Trout. It's only live series Trout though. It's not that 99 crazy Trout. Can't gear up or something hard. That was not it.
1-1.
Better had him chasing.
Oh, that's out. We got full count.
I think Foreman just got a hit. This thing started screaming loud for some reason, playing probably the sisters. Right as that pitch was coming, it's like, no. Concentration is waiting. I got 3 reverse splits. I guess I should stay with him. Oh, you did get the tag thing. I thought I was going to slide around you there, Darsh. Felt like I had you locked in place or something. Weird animation. Oh, and I got on top of it, so Duvall carved me up. Been getting more hits. But the runs are the same, and next run could win it. Gonna be a runner on second though. So it's Nolan Arenado. Just make the move. Yeah, I couldn't tell. It looked like it did like a bare hand animation tag or something. I was like, man, hope I got around that. So this would be my last one of the night. We'll get ready to raid out. Kind of looking to see who's on the show. pizza too. Let's see, let's do that back to Chris. Strawberry and then combo. Yeah, I like Trace a lot too. I'm a big Golden State fan. Clay's like my favorite player that's playing these days. He had a little run with the Athletics a handful of years ago, so yeah, I enjoyed Trace Thompson. Although I haven't used that card. I think I have it on the bench at the moment. I was looking through the supercharges earlier today. Get the double play ball to get out of the gym. Ching, Kondo, and Smiths. Yeah, I thought like let's just try, you know, having the force at every base. And sometimes it backfires because you might throw like a hit by pitch or something too, but worked out for me that time around. Alright, so Adley's on. He'll tell me if I want a pinch runner. I guess Harry Ford should run. They both play catcher. Game feels frozen. There it goes.
Leading off for Oakland, the first baseman.
Sorry for the R2. I just can't remember what his breaking pitches were.
That's a ball.
Is that gonna carry? No. Thought it was for a second. PCI was not good, but it's like footed the tag. Second baseman was there. Going for you. Yeah, you got it in fast for sure. Yeah, Brady's trying to get some more runs on the board at the moment. I'll chase off the plate. Good play. I was just trying to get this game over, but still lurking. Work is been crazy. Yeah, a lot of times people will panic or something if you just over around there, and yeah, you didn't. Advantage to our buddy. Yeah, probably a tough year for the Nationals. Incoming. Oh, he passed? I'm sorry to hear that. Was he a good owner, or did the fans not like him? I mean, regardless, I'm still sorry to hear that he passed. But, was he like universally loved or no? Going to DeGrom because Duvall doesn't have really any stamina left.
Yep, that ball went out.
Yeah, sorry for the starters out of the pin, but this game's going on forever. And we get the relay. Sun operates the team. Don't care for the sun. So here comes Bass, splitter slider.
Count 1-0.
Push the PCI out. That was too early, I guess. And slam that one down. He had me dead there, right? Sorry about that. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough this year, more than any other year with the way they switched up the defense here. Super late with Ricky. Oh, they got jammed up, dang it. And here is Santander. What's up, Stock? Look like my twin brother? Was he old timer too? Work at 7. Hey, you West Coast buddy as well. Top of the wall for Santander. Had to double take when you saw it. That wasn't a great swing, but it's just we're wearing out each other's staffs in this game. The Santander card's pretty good too. If anybody's thinking about picking it up. Jumped at it. Got the captain pack and took Harper. Nice Harper. Right on. And overslam the PCI. Guy you play video games with? Weirdest part? No, he was wearing a Seahawk cap. Oh, that's, yeah, he was looking the part. There's the Stoffmeister. Alright, so I'm just checking the pin, make sure I have options this game. Just a long one here for you, boy. Get paid, improve your team even more. You're gonna do a little money spent action, buddy. All Donnie clones must be the option. No, it's been a lot of topic of discussion. Honestly, is the pinpoint being so just not pinpoint, right? What should we call it? Drifting point or something. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. People are using some analog and stuff these days. Little money spent, not a lot of money spent. So here's Goldie. And we'll go to the ball. They're getting tired there. Actually, Duvall's tired too. I'm sorry for all the pausing. I'm just trying to give myself all the options. Opponent's in chat with us. Nice stuff, buddy. See, I don't know. I think money spin is like when you buy the microtransactions, but you are spending money, right? So I'll tell you guys one thing: if I didn't stream, I would just buy the standard copy. Not that it's not worth it or whatever, just like I can be patient and not spend on it. Traded for Hater. UConn, is it already starting that way, or are they just getting underway? I'd like to see San Diego pull that off, but be happy for Daniel Marshall if it does work out for UConn to get it too. Hey, good game, buddy. That was tough. Thanks for finding the stream. Didn't expect to play 7 innings on the event. Took us a little later. Hope you have a great day at work. And, of course, got you followed now. And, yeah, thanks for finding the stream. I'm on all the socials, same name. Feel free to join our Discord. We do get a ball in as a habit pack after that game. Everybody got some PXP because that one took ages. And let's see if we get lucky on a diamond pull to send us out. Gold. It would have been nice for a diamond. But hey, Vladdy's a pretty good gold card, so that'll get some stubs towards Big Mac. Let's go. Bum, bum, bum. Let's take it to Pilly for a raid. Haven't got to raid Pilly in a while. I've been trying to feed all the regulars a raid with the new release, and yeah, Pilly Mama's always nice. So we'll check out one of our favorite Mets fans. Thank you everybody that came through. Tomorrow should be a longer stream. A lot of it will be dependent on if Jury Duty hangs me up for the whole day or not. I know Twitch is not pulling over all the viewers for some reason on raids of late. But there's Pilly's links, and I'll join you guys again tomorrow. TBD.